about you?
Feel sick, but I could be doing worse.
What, you sick?
Yeah, so
I feel
when did
amazing.
you first get into Instagram?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. May 2019.
Yeesh, that's a while ago.
May 20.
So,
Yeah, it's been nearly 2 years, I think.
Damn.
So before we start, I just want to say, it's a pleasure having you on this interview. It's a pleasure having you with us tonight. So yeah. So first off, I wanted to ask you this. And I don't know if this is delving into the sharps too early, but we had another guest on here. Oils. So how are you in snake oils? Are you guys good? Because he's talking about how you guys have beef.
No, I hate him.
You hate him? Why do you hate snake oils? What? Explain to us. Give us a.
Hear me out, man. Like, I don't hate a lot of people, so it's very rare for me to hate someone. Me and him were cool for a long time. I gave him a lot of shout-outs. Like, I'd say like half the followers he has is probably from me. That's a generous estimate. But
really?
yeah. Like I've basically been pretty good to this guy. But like, there's one thing that I never compromise on is, of course, religion. Right? That's like my entire. That's not just my entire identity. Like, I genuinely do value religion a lot. And snake oils, of all the religions he could go and grill, one day he hops on his page and he's like, alright, let me just absolutely shit on Islam for no reason. And it doesn't even like posting like valid argument or anything. It's literally just like making fun of the Prophet and stuff like that. And I'm like, come on, man, I've been so good to you. You could have at least done me one favor and not have posted stuff like that. And he's like, oh, but humor is sacred to me, and blah 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 blah. It's whatever shit like that, So I'm just like, all right.
From what I heard, the straw that broke the camel's back was he posted. I believe it's called the Cube in Mecca. He posted
no, it wasn't that.
30?
No, no, it wasn't that.
Well, what was it?
It was a painting of the Prophet made intentionally very disrespectfully. I don't want to say more details than that. I don't like thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know because, in Islam, you're not allowed to draw the prophets, and you're not allowed to, make any characters of them. Yes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Another question I wanted to ask you is, when did you get into Islam? Were you born in an Islamic family, or did you find out?
Yeah, I was born Muslim.
Where from?
Well, from ethnicity, I'm Indian, but I grew up in America and Canada my whole life. So yeah.
Now, what time was this? Like the 80s, 90s, 2000s?
Well, I was born in the 2000s.
What's good, niggas?
But my family has been here before that.
Mm-hmm. Now you've obviously you have a pretty big influence on Politigram. You probably out of most have them. you out of the most people, you probably have a huge amount of followers. I'm talking at least 20,000. Yes.
34,000. Yeah.
Oh, 34,000. So that was even more than I said. So, out of all the Politigram, groups and people, which one do you dislike the most? I'm sure you meet a lot of people from different groups each day.
I'm gonna be a real boss. I didn't even know what Politigram was until like recently. Like apparently, like people tell me that you're a Politigram account or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know what that was until recently. I didn't know this whole but what's it called, the compass thingy and the 8 values and 9 values and whatnot. I don't know any of that.
It's better you not to know.
It really is better for you not to know, because a lot of when I say Politigram, I pretty much mean it as a joke, but there are some people who actually like take it as gospel. And from what sounds to you,
it's like some wild ideologies and stuff, and some anarcho-communist, fascist, blah blah blah. I don't know what half these words mean. I don't care about any of this political garbage. Like,
and that's
Actually,
Yeah.
no. I just wanted to because I know I missed my opportunity, but when fourth survivor was talking about how it is prohibited to draw the prophet in Islam. I would just like to get your thoughts on the whole Charlie Hebdo situation.
my thoughts are nice try, federal agents.
no. Do you not want to answer that question?
Almost caught me slacking there. So close.
If you don't want to answer that
sorry.
question, that's fine. But
No, we're
So I have a few questions.
Yeah, no comment. No comment on that.
We're Masai.
All right.
MashaAllah, Abu Anon, you will never be caught,
When
brother.
did your account become big, and how long did it take?
Honestly, in the beginning, it grew really fast. Like, in the beginning, I did like 100 or 150 followers every day. But nowadays, it's a little less. I'd get maybe like, nowadays, I get maybe like 50 to 100, which is less than I did in the earlier stage. But yes, I think it was big from the beginning. Like, I think I was like the first Muslim-ish sort of account on quote unquote Politigram, even though I didn't know I was on Politigram.
So as a gosh, I'm losing thought here. Give me a second. So as a Muslim, how do you perceive a lot of the things that you see on Instagram, and how do you try to avoid it? Because from what I'm getting, you're a pretty faithful guy, right?
Yeah.
So how do you avoid all like just all the disgusting stuff that you see on Instagram each day?
Well, are you referring to like, the Instagram girls and thoughts and what else and whatnot, that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
So like, and I think like ultimately the explore page and suggested and stuff shows you stuff based on stuff you like, right? So like my explore page is literally just food videos, and that's basically it. So I guess I just got lucky with that, or I don't know. I guess that's just how it is. So like I see people complaining about, there's always girls on my explore page or something like that, and I just be like, I can't relate at all.
Mm-hmm. So, hold on a second.
Which would you feel is a bigger adversary to Islam, Judaism or Christianity?
Sherban empowering?
Wait, what?
So which would you feel is presents as a bigger adversary to Islam, Christianity or Judaism?
Honestly, neither. To say either of those are a threat is laughable to me.
No, not a threat, but as an adversary.
I'd say Judaism.
No, you didn't.
What are your reasons behind that?
So we need boys, get him. We got him.
Sorry, let me just say this real quick.
Where the FBI's are, guys.
Sorry, forgive me for
FBI.
saying this, but I hate the Antichrist. Don't kill me now.
Yes. Yeah, go say that to the UN. Alright, get on their DMs right now.
Actually, Abu Anon, we're two Mossad agents. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just give us your account and we'll let you go free. Let's get it.
Give me a shout out, I will you go free.
Yeah, you guys can keep on asking.
So yeah, I think you asked why Judaism and not Christianity, and I don't mean this as like an offense to Christianity, but current state of Christians,
No,
like they're very unorganized. They're not very I don't see them as a threat at all. Whereas Jews are pretty organized.
Yeah, no, that's solid criticism. That's solid criticism. I think there's way too much infighting among Christian circles. That's not offense at all. That's very valid. Do you know about Baathism?
Autism,
No, Baathism.
biorphism.
Bathism.
No,
Bathism.
Oh, Baathism, like the communist thing.
Yeah.
yeah. What do you think about that in terms of how it interacted with the Islamic faith where it was present?
I think they're filthy heretics, and I'm glad they're gone.
Wait, what happened? What's going on? What's going on now? I'm sorry about that. I had to do something.
He asked about Baathism.
Oh. So like Saddam and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, actually, never mind. But yeah, no, I just wanted because I understand that Baathism is very much like it's a secularist sort of ideology. which
Honestly,
is,
I'm not even too
first-
sure of the details. I just know that it is a form of heresy, and I'm glad the Baathists got cleaned out. Please laugh. I hope someone got that.
I have another. Yeah, with Jeb Bush. I have another question. Do you personally believe in peace between other religions, even though you're a very faithful?
Yeah, why not? Like, Islam is a religion of peace, of course. Peace between everyone. Peace with everyone who wants to have peace, at least.
Mm-hmm. So there's definitely a lot of bad things, and it definitely does get a bad rap. Whether that's like groups like ISIS or Boko Haram. What do you think about those people?
For the federal entities watching, I do not support any of the groups mentioned. I do not condemn or condone any of their actions. And I have no links to them whatsoever.
I think everyone in here can agree with that.
Yeah, we can attest to that.
Mm-hmm. So, out of all the accounts that you meet every day, do you have any which are close friends of yours? With, like, something that's been
Wait, what was the last part?
So, out of all your time on Instagram, what accounts have you made really good friends with, and who have stuck with you since the beginning?
So there's, there's not many, again, quote-unquote Politigram accounts that I'm friends with. Maybe there's, like, Groip9000. His username is not Groip anymore. He changed it to Groib with the Q, which I don't know why, but it's funny. And aside from that, I can't really think of anyone.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you see yourself becoming? I don't know if I'm using the correct words here. Like an imam or some figure within the Islamic faith, or do you just see yourself as a worshiper?
I mean, you'd be surprised. I already am at some sort of position like that. I don't want to say too many details because, like, docs and whatever, but I am well known. So, yeah.
Now, our audience, most of our audience, I'd say, are Christian, or at least within that faith.
Your mother's 40. That's not enjoying life anymore.
So, can you explain to us, like the different positions in Islam, or like what certain things mean in Islam for our audience?
So, like, in terms of authoritative positions, I guess the most basic, or like the most blanket term is of course imam, which is like anyone who leads the prayer is an imam. There's not really any certifications for that. And then on top of that, there'd be like a khatib, which is not just the person who leads prayers, but also delivers sermons and lectures. And for that, you have to be like knowledgeable enough to like give a lecture, of course. And then on top of that, there's like different types of scholars for different things. There's scholars of the Quran, scholars of like the Hadith, which was like the sayings of the Prophet. There's scholars of like fiqh, which is just like the rulings and stuff like that. So it gets more complicated when you get into like scholarship. But yeah, that's basically the different degrees of authority, I guess.
Now, one urgent question that I've been dying to ask is, can you cure Sam Hyde's eye?
Who?
Sam Hyde.
Who's that?
Well, Sam Hyde. Let's just say that he's a pretty renowned figure on the site of Instagram. Recently, he gave a urgent message for Muslims to cure his eye. So we were wondering that as someone of a faith, you could possibly give him some sort of prayer or some sort of grace to cure his eye.
First of all, I'm a Muslim, not a magician. Secondly, our prayers are meant to be helpful to Muslims. If we could just pray for non-Muslims, or if, like prayers for non-Muslims would be accepted, that would defeat the purpose of being Muslim in the first place, right? If you believe in God, then He accepts your prayers, or like prayers in your favor. If you don't believe in Him, then like why would He? You know?
Well, recently Sam Hyde, in his story, he did say praise be to Allah. So he's in the talks of being converted. So I would consider him a Muslim figure.
That changes a lot. Then, if he has like even like a slight bit of faith, then I guess I would pray for him. So yeah, I guess I will add that to my list of prayers. I'll do that much for him.
Yeah, because Sam, or Shamik, because he's been talking recently to change his name to Shamik, which I don't know what Arabic correlation that has. But yeah, he needs your prayers, Abu, and he needs a lot of Muslims' prayers. So we're just.
Don't worry, my prayers are with him in that case.
Alrighty, that's good to know.
Did you guys already ask about the Ugandan leader?
Oh, the Ugandan
Ibo
leader,
Eshek?
Yeah,
Ibo Eshek?
Yeah.
correction, Mozambique. Yeah, so there's this looming figure, and he's actually taking the name of one of your leaders. I believe he was in Turkey, Ibo Ishak. He's been taking a lot of positions in Mozambique, and he claims to be an Islamic heretic. I just want your opinion on that, and what you think of Ibo Ishak.
I haven't heard of his name until right now.
Yeah, it's getting very urgent. He actually Mozambique just yesterday, but the world really isn't reporting anything of it. He's a very dangerous man. He's also rumored to be a famous American rapper. We won't comment on who, but we have some theories. So what do you?
Damn, he just like me for real. I mean, what?
Yeah. I mean, this is too crazy to believe. You know, I had doubts when I believed this myself, but it's true, Abu. You know, I just want to know your opinion on that.
I don't know who he is, so I can't really say anything. I legitimately have not heard of his name until right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is a very threatening person, and we were just wondering, you know, if you did hear about him.
Sounds based. I mean, what?
I mean, whoa.
What?
Evo, man here, Abu. He threatened to resurrect Gaddafi through some sort of spiritual means. You know, if you've ever watched Star Wars, you know, like how they resurrected the Emperor. It's something like that. Something along that.
I actually haven't watched Star Wars either.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool film. Lucas himself said that he was very inspired by Islam to make it.
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of movies or like keep up with politics either. I'm just being my own stuff. I make memes. I do religious stuff, and that's basically it. I do school. That's about it.
You trap?
You already know.
Do you listen to Young Jeezy, Abu, or is that considered haram?
I don't listen to music. Yeah.
You don't listen to music?
No, I do not.
Well, Young Jeezy's pretty cool, and I think Islam would approve of him.
Sounds like a white name, and white people can't rap. So
Hey,
I actually think
I have a question. What do you think of Assad and the Iranian influence in the Middle East? What do you think of it?
I hate him. I hate him so much. Like the amount of hate I have for him.
So
You don't want me to put it in words.
So you're pro like opposition to Assad. Like, would you take sides with the FSA, all these like groups that are against Assad, or
I do not condemn or condone any insurgent groups whatsoever. I have no associations and I do not encourage any such action. Thank you, federal agents, once again.
I'm Mossad, bro, not a federal agent. Get that?
yeah, and I'm a KGB, so we don't really believe in that stuff, anyways.
Abu Anon. If you can look at the chat, that's a picture of what Ibo Eshak looks like. One of his propaganda posters. Just if you've seen his face around.
Damn, where'd you get this picture of me from?
If you see him, immediately report him, Abu. We're counting on you.
When I see him? Okay, let me go walk to the mirror real quick. I mean, what?
Yeah, we're counting on you. Africa and the Middle East potentially will rely on you someday, Abu. And we just want you to let you know. Like, we want to let you know.
Yeah, we wanted to let you know.
I will let all of you down. Don't worry.
I have another question. Do you know Arab Boomer? Arab Boomer.
Arab Boomer?
Yeah. The kid in like, was it Saudi Arabia or Dubai? I don't know.
I think it's Saudi Arabia.
I don't. I think you guys are overestimating how much time I spend on the internet. Surprisingly, not as much as you think.
Yeah.
Well, give us a guesstimate. How much internet time do you spend?
I mean, probably a lot, but most of it is not spent like lurking or browsing anywhere. It's mostly just spent talking to people, so I don't like know what's going on. I just talk to people.
I like that.
So, I've got a question. Has social media affected your personal life, and if so, how drastic has that been?
I mean, whose life hasn't social media affected? But in terms of like, I think personal impact, I guess a lot because, I mean, especially because lockdown here, I don't be going outside. I haven't seen the sun in many days. So, yeah. Withered Wojak.png.
Nerd.
You turn into Dracula, bro. The Muslim Dracula.
Dracubala.
Draco Ushak.
The lack of sunlight has made me go from black to white. I was not Kings anymore.
That'll be crazy. You might have to change your name. You can't be Abu Anon anymore.
You're Persian now. You're Persian, bro. I'm sorry.
You'll have to be like Albert Anon or something.
Exactly. Albert Anon.
Or even better, Arthur Anon. I like that better.
Arthur Anon.
I think that has
He's a figure of white.
Piss off.
You could move to Chechnya. Hold on a sec. I'm making a root beer float.
Yeah, you're the first Muslim person we've had so far.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll have more soon. Great replacement soon. I mean, what?
Yeah, I don't know, but we might start asking Muslims to come on. We can
Yeah,
probably
and-
make them debate each other or discuss things, but I don't know if that would go smoothly.
Yeah, no, I've watched a lot of Arabic talk shows where they just throw shoes at each other and they move a lot of tables around. I mean, I don't know how you guys would do that. They're on Discord, but
I mean,
I
I don't think there's any like big Muslim pages on this side of the internet at least that has any big disagreements with me or like with each other. I've talked to like most of them and we're pretty much on the same page. And if we did disagree, I sort of fixed the disagreements. So we're pretty agreeable with each other. We're pretty like united.
You should debate this one young fellow named on Instagram Radical Cheems. He's a pretty predominant Muslim. Has some I don't know what your views are, but he's a little bit more bashier. If that's what I could say. But you should debate him.
He's super pro-Assad.
Yeah, he's like super pro Assad too.
it'll be a matchup of the centuries.
Yeah, he's super pro-Assad. I think he's gonna be as well.
Let's see, I searched him up, 900 followers, yeah, not worth it.
Oh, we caught it not worth it.
Ooh,
Damn.
damn, we're having
Killing
some
him, bro.
we're having some Muslim drama over here, man.
No, no, it is what it is, right? It's like small accounts say anything. They're just like there for like barking. Basically, they don't do anything productive.
Yeah.
Essentially, they don't add to the discourse.
Damn, must feel great when you're on top.
Abu Anan throwing shade, man.
No, I don't mean this in offense, right? Like people that have like opinions that are worth discussing, their accounts
I don't
grow
know,
faster
I
and
believe this
they
may
have
be
a
on the
bigger.
front of Instagram tomorrow. I don't.
Alright, I gotta go. I feel like fucking shit.
All right, we'll see you around, Toast.
See you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, Abu,
Yeah,
there's a lot of irony accounts. Like I'll give you a couple. Like Tifosing Zanzibar Spring. They seem to make a lot of, let's just say, jokes about you. How do you deal with them?
wait, what did you say their username was?
I mean, like Tifosing or Zanzibar Spring. There's a couple others I could probably think of. And they kind of sort of make jokes about you. How do you deal with that, Abu? Do you just walk on by and you just keep going?
I mean, for most of these guys, again, I have not heard of them, but like a few of them, I do see that like someone from my Discord might follow them and they send me their memes, and I find them funny. Like I laugh at them too. Or like sometimes I meme myself too, and I'll post it on my Discord, and all my members will laugh, and like I'm not really bothered, like, unless they say like some of them go really far. They'll be like, "Oh, Abu Anan supports ISIS" or something, and then it's just like, please don't. But aside from that, anything that's like funny, it's funny. I don't really care.
Have you heard of Mario Judah?
The black guy?
Yeah. What's your honest opinion on Mario Judah?
The only thing I know about him is that one GIF of him. The ones they use in the iFunny memes. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, that's the only thing I know about him.
Do you think that he needs Allah's will and grace in him?
Bro, I don't even know who this guy is. I have no clue.
He's a very cool rapper / many things.
Fascinating.
I think he might need Allah's love and grace.
Who doesn't need Allah's love and grace?
Abu Anan. What's your thoughts
Whoa.
on Mossad?
On who? Mossad?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a way to say something without getting federally indicted.
Don't worry, I'm a Mossad agent.
I think they're wonderful people. I think they should open their borders and...
Alright, yeah. What else?
And I think they should allow for more. Yeah, I think they should open the borders. That's pretty much all I have to say.
Nice, very nice.
Very nice, very nice. I would love to be a Mossad agent soon in the future. I'm half Jewish, so yeah.
Alt.
Yeah.
Check
Half
the-
Jewish, nice nose, bro.
Yes, sir, man.
No,
What'd you ask? What was it?
Shalom Shabbat.
Check your DMs.
Okay.
So, Abu, what are some professions? You know, what are some things that you like outside of Islam?
I mean, let's see. I game a lot. I play TF2. I play Minecraft. Let's see. Memes, of course. I like memes. I read a lot of books. Sometimes, like, I'll read 2 books in a day, which,
Really?
I mean, not to flex. I do like reading a lot.
Oh, that reminds me of the one guy, you know, Ty Lopez, you know, the dude with the Lamborghini commercial, back in 2016, where he goes, knowledge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you see yourself as, you know, a Muslim Ty Lopez?
I don't like those business influencer dudes that be like, oh, just to buy my course for $3,000 and you'll become rich in 3 days and blah 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 or whatever. I think that's all bullshit. I don't want to be like that. I don't aspire to flex my wealth like that in any way.
I got a question. Have you ever converted some of your friends to Islam?
In real life or online?
Both.
Online, yes. In real life, I don't have any friends.
Oh, come on, Abu, you're a sociable guy. I'm sure you got
Wait.
like at least like 10.
You got no friends?
I mean, I do have friends, of course, but all of them are Muslim. I don't have any non-Muslim friends.
Oh, that was a question I was going to ask you, if you have any, you know, Christian, Jewish friends.
No, my friend circle is very tight. It's very small. It's very exclusive. So yeah, there's no non-Muslims.
Would you say you're an introverted guy? You know?
No, I'm generally extrovert. I talk to a lot of like random people. Even if I'm just on like the bus or something, I'll talk to random people. So in that case, I guess that makes me extroverted. But I'm not the type to get friendly or like close to people really easily. I'll just like talk to people and that's about it.
So you're definitely one that goes out of his way, but also, you know, he likes his own peace of mind.
I mean, yeah, I talk to people, but I have my limits. I have my personal restrictions.
I can respect that. Let me think here. What's your opinion on Turkey and Erdogan? I really wanted to ask you that for a while.
Let's see. Turkey is it's a great place. Erdogan, he's an okay guy. I wouldn't say he's great. Let's say like he's one of the least bad people. That's what I can say.
Yeah. So you know, there is and I was gonna further envelop on that question. I've seen in Turkey there's a rise of, you know, Kemalists who are much more secular. Would that somehow, you know, change your opinion of Turkey if sometime in the future Kemalism kind of goes over that Erdogan sort of leadership and becomes the new norm?
Yeah, of course it would. Like Kemal, like I don't see why anyone would like Kemalists. They're annoying. They're atheists. They're secular. They have no real identity or anything. They're just annoying.
Mm-hmm. Now, I definitely, is there a divide in the Muslim community with that? You know, like, because there are certain ideologies which are Muslim but are devout, but then there's other ideologies which are Muslim but, you know, kind of keep it that's not their main priority.
Like
How does the Muslim community deal with that? And are there constant rivalries over that?
Over Kemalism? No, we all agree that they're annoying and useless.
That's it. Now, what's your bad blood with Baathism?
I don't really have any bad blood. It's just like, the truth is the truth, of course, and the truth is that they're heretics.
Mm-hmm.
like
what?
big heretics though.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get.
So basically, anyone that rules by other than God's law is heretic, of course, right? And they rule by what is not God's law. They rule by Baathism, and that makes them heretic.
Okay. And would you consider the Assad regime heretic as well? Because I've seen
The Assad regime, of course.
Yeah, because I've seen like they're praising Assad all the time.
Of course, they're heretics. Like, I wouldn't even say they're Muslim. I don't consider them Muslim at all.
Because the majority, like what, Alawites and Shia, if I'm not wrong.
Alawites are not Muslim. They're as fake as it gets.
And then
there is a good video, a documentary that is coming out about Assad. It's called Assad Wave V4. I'm not going to give too much about it, but my friend Arius is working on it. And it's going to be great. Isn't that right, Arius?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There's a little teaser on it, and it gives a lot of insight on the Assad regime and all the atrocities that they've been doing. So if you have the time, I'd eventually check that out, Abu.
Yeah, we'll do. Send me whenever you're done making it.
Yeah, it truly is going to be riveting.
Yeah, it's
And I was actually watching it last night, and it brought me to tears. That's how riveting it was.
Yeah, it's very deep. It's a project I've been working on for a long time, and it's getting like unexpected reactions.
Yeah, Arius last night, he was crying about it. And, he was saying how much it changed his life.
Yeah.
I had to, give him back, bring him back a little bit. Isn't that right, Arius?
Yeah, because I used to be like pro Assad and working on this and lining myself up with all that's going on in like the Syrian region, and just straying away from like going more into reality, how things really are in the Middle East. I'm like, okay, yeah. Because I used to be like a big Assad nerd, like, oh yeah, long live Assad, Camp Assad and shit like that. But once you
I used to be like that too.
Yeah.
I used to be like that too. But when you showed me that clip last night, I just broke down, man. I had to lock myself in my bathroom.
Yeah, it shows the severity of like the Syrian situation.
Yeah.
I'll send you it, Abu.
Yeah, when
I'd love to
done.
see that.
It's gonna be great. So, Abu, what's your opinion on the Kurdish people? And can you explain to us briefly what the whole Kurdish conflict is with them?
So most Kurdish people are fine. If you go to like the east side of Turkey, it's like majority Kurdish, and most of them are fine people. They pray, they do whatever normal people do. The only Kurds, I guess, or the Kurd issue that people have a problem with is like near the, I think, Syrian border. There's like some insurgent groups called YPK or something, which are not religious at all, and they're very secular within their beliefs. Like the only thing they fight for is their Kurdish identity, which like if you fight for your own racial identity, of course nobody's going to support you except for maybe people of your own race. And even most Kurds don't support them either, right? Kurds have most, like the Kurdish population in general has bigger things to worry about than having some racial, what's it called, a race segregated state or something like that. So the insurgent groups fighting for it are basically retarded. That's all I have to say.
There is a big figure that's coming out in the Kurdish population. His name is Mohammed Halakin, and he calls himself the face of Kurdistan. And he has been using TikTok to connect to Joe Biden, and he's actually pretty successful. He's getting a lot of traction, and he wants Joe Biden to eradicate Iran, Turkey, Syria, and potentially Saudi Arabia, so they could have a Kurdish empire, pretty much.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a threat in the future?
No. I mean, Kurds haven't had a state in like millennia. I don't think that's a threat at all.
I mean,
Mhm.
he's gaining a lot of traction. You can see on TikTok, he's talking
Yeah.
aggressively with his gunmen and videos and selfies. It looks pretty intimidating. He's like,
Yeah.
Kurdistan.
He even exposed a ton of stuff about 9/11. I can't say it on this podcast because it will put my life in danger, which the likes of which we have never seen. But he exposed a lot about 9/11, which I can't tell. But if you ever get to hear it to Joe Biden, and it's definitely leading people to his cause. Mohammed Halakin, voice of Kurdistan, he's rising, and if we aren't careful, he might use Joe Biden as a pawn to his own agenda.
I mean, even if Joe Biden completely supports him, he's surrounded Turkey, Iran, Syria, Saudi Arabia. All of those are pretty massive states that are backed by pretty powerful other countries. Like, for example, if he were to fight with Turkey, he'd get steamrolled like Armenia. Sorry, but Turkey's pretty powerful. It's backed by the NATO and Europe. Iran is pretty powerful. It's backed by Russia. Saudi Arabia is backed by everyone. So I don't think he'd ever be able to even fight one of them, let alone all three.
I mean, Muhammad definitely has shown that he has power. When we were talking about with Ivo Ishak later, he actually stole the role of protector of Islam, a really bouncy role throughout history. I believe Benito Mussolini at one point took the role of protector of Islam, and Mohammed Halakin is holding the current role, and he almost usurped it. So do you think that, even makes it even more?
That means nothing. That's a term that anyone can give for themselves, so I can give myself that term. That's not a real, legit title at all. It means nothing.
It's even rumored that he held the sword of Islam.
Still means nothing. If you were to tell a regular Muslim that, they'd just start laughing at you. That means nothing.
I mean, this is in Muslim lore, is the sword of Islam sort of like an infinity gauntlet sort of deal? Whoever holds it is powerful.
In Islam, we do not care about these symbolic stuff like sword of Islam or the title of this and that. Again, if you were to tell most Muslim that, they would just laugh at you. If you were to tell any scholar about it, they'd just tell you to get lost. So all of these things about these mythical lore items, they mean nothing to us.
Mm-hmm. Now, most important question: is Minecraft considered haram?
I'm playing Minecraft right now. No, it's not.
So you just answered my question. I saw that on TikTok. There's I believe it's called an imam. He was talking about a big debate in the Islam community with the involvement of pigs. Is Minecraft haram? And a personal question with you: when you kill a pig in Minecraft, do you eat the pork?
No, I don't. Mostly because it doesn't give many health points anyways, but also because generally we just think pigs are really disgusting animals. So even in games, if I see a pig, I'm just automatically disgusted. It's just an instinct by now. So even if I kill it, I will usually kill it, but I'll just burn whatever it drops.
Now, have you ever can you pet a pig in Islamic faith, or can you not even touch a pig?
No, we don't touch them at all. We don't even go close to them.
Not even a baby pig?
No.
And why is that? With the big deal with pigs.
I mean, even if you just generally look at pigs, like the way they live, they roll around in mud and whatnot, they eat slop. But even historically, the pigs were far more even more disgusting because the pigs we have today are like the domesticated type, right? Before that, there would be feral hogs, and hogs are so disgusting. Like even if you look at them, they look disgusting. They're really furry, and their fur does not look pretty either. So just all around, they're very unhygienic animals. They're ugly. They're disgusting. They eat from garbage and filth and stuff. So I don't see any reason to interact with them.
Now, Abu, would you also say that y'all couldn't touch metaphoric pigs, let's say like cops? Can y'all touch the cops or not?
No, metaphorical pigs don't count.
Well, I mean, in your own home country and in Islamic countries, you have some sort of, version of law enforcement. So I think that's a tad bit harsh.
I mean, metaphorical pigs don't count. So yeah, I touch police officers, and in some Muslim countries, police officers are pretty nice. They're not like racist, usually at least.
So what's your opinion on famous Islamic rapper Bashar Baraka?
Who?
Bashar Baraka, aka Pop Smoke.
I still have no clue.
Do you now? Can you listen to Islamic artists, or do you not really listen to music at all?
See, it doesn't matter if he's Muslim or not, right? If he makes music and that music has instruments and that music praises things like alcohol or drugs or like the gang lifestyle or things like that, then I can't listen to it.
Great. So, you mind if I read some lyrics from Pop Smoke?
Sure.
Okay, hold on a second. I just want to think what your opinion is on this. And I want you to see if this would be a haram song. Trap House Mob. Roll another one. That I'm never lacking. Always pistol packing with them automatics. We gonna send to heaven. Wait. Hey. Ooh. Oh shit. Huh? Oh, you feeling sturdy, huh? You feeling sturdy, man? Shake something. Shake it. She like the way that I dance. She like the way that I move. She like the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo. And she let it clap for N-word. She let it clap for an N-word. And she throw it back for an N-word. And she throw it back for an N-word. Mike Amiri. Billie Jean. Christian Dior. I'm up in all the stores when it rains it pours. Like the way that What do you think about that? Would that be haram? Or would you not be allowed to listen to that in Islam?
No, you would not be allowed to listen to that.
Now, I'm going to contrast this with something. There's a universally loved rapper amongst the Instagram community and quote-unquote politogram community. I know you're not the fan of that term. His name is DaBaby, and I'm going to take one lyric with DaBaby, and he's universally loved behind every...
I've seen the meme. I think I might know what lyric you'll read. But go ahead.
Alright, hold on a second right here. So, this is DaBaby. He's universally loved, especially among the right. As someone who is right-wing, I can attest to that. But he is very loved. Alright, let's go. Pooh, you a fool for this one. Oh Lord, Jetson made another one. Huh? Back in the middle, it's gone. She like how I smell cologne. I just had a deal I'm on. Yeah. I go where I want. I'm good. Play if you want. Let's do it. Ha! I'm a young CEO. Suge. Yeah. The first N-word play. I'm a body a N-word. Ha! I just checked my balance. I'll probably pull up to your hood and buy me an N-word. No cap. You know what I told you? Hold you for that N-word crazy. Don't think that she lied to you, N-word. Female dog. Don't think she lied to you. N-word, female dog. Get caught with hoe, and I'm popping them both. What do you think about that? Abu. Do you think that's haram too, or do you think that's good?
Yeah, I think that's how. You know what lyric I actually thought you were gonna read? The one where I've seen this in a meme. I think this is one of his lyrics. Is like turn a N word into a convertible.
Oh yeah. What do you think about that? Do you think the baby was trying to make a message that Allah can produce many miracles?
I think I actually thought it was a very deep, insightful lyric that said that a man can bring about change into himself, as he said, turn into a convertible. Meaning you should always be flexible, you know.
Mm-hmm. So, and the baby has never been very vocal about faith, but one can assume, with that sort of talent and that sort of grace, he can be filled with the power of Islam. Is that correct?
Pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I think there's something going on magical there with the baby, or spiritual, in that sense.
Wait, what was that?
I definitely think that there's something spiritual going on with the baby.
Absolutely.
And even you can agree with that, which says something to us in our audience about something that's truly, truly wonderful about the baby. All right, so let's see here. With our questions, did any of you guys have any other questions?
I'm good.
What about Arius?
This is, I don't know. I've seen this guy make fun of you on some pages. His name is America First Chungus. Have you heard of that?
Still haven't heard of him.
Oh, that's not heard of him for shots.
But he was
Abu be like,
he was talking shit.
Never.
About you. He was talking shit about you. He was like, "Oh, Abu Anan is a filthy Muslim." I was like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" I don't know if you had any run-ons with some person with the name American First Chungus.
As the verse in Galatians 4:16 reads, they hated him for speaking the truth. I think that's about me.
Nice.
Ooh, you're throwing it right. You're throwing them right back at him.
Throwing it right at him.
You're like, there's a lot of people in this situation, Abu, who would just completely lose their marbles. It would just be like, "What's this guy saying? We're gonna throw hands." But you have someone like you who's cool and calm and collected, and you're just throwing shade back, my man. It's like I've never seen anything like it.
You throw shade back with like the most proper answer.
I know, and there's not a lot of people, and there's not a lot of people who say it, with a really good literacy and really good wording like you.
Very good vocabulary.
So I got to hand it to
everyone.
Thank you.
I got to hand it to you. Maybe what, Arius, maybe as someone who disrespected our friend and our honorable guest Abu, maybe we should have America First on here, and maybe we should ask him to explain something.
Yeah, we're totally gonna ask him to explain. If my British friend here, I hate Polygram, wants to ask any questions, you're free to do it.
Well, you British in it.
Are you gonna ask questions, bro?
Oh, come on, Winston, speak up.
Oh my gosh.
I got nothing to ask.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, these
I'm
niggas.
Oh my
using the
God.
text-to-speech, bro.
Is this guy really sounding like Skynet from Terminator over here? Like, come on, man. Like, come on, speak up. Let me hear your big boy voice.
So we don't make fun of his accent. Don't worry, it's
you're
not okay,
speaking to Abu,
but it's okay.
He's speaking to Abu Anan here, and you're using text to speech. This is like the Gordon Ramsay.
I'm pretty good here. I'm pretty
Hey.
tired. And
Am I the only one who noticed this? But just in the name, I hate Politogram. You're implying that you hate Mr. Abu Anan. I think he's got some explaining to do.
what's going on here?
No, I think he's good because I don't even consider myself part of Politogram.
Oh man, see, this is what I like about Abu, who's a very humble person.
Yeah, very humble, very genuine, sincere.
Unlike some people, who I will not mention, their name starts with I hate. I better expect an apology for this man by tomorrow. Or consequences will never be the same.
I mean,
You know,
he's gonna send a black van to your address, bro.
Yeah. And I also learned some astral powers by a rather powerful person on this Politigram site. And I might do some astral things which shall not be named for the sake of this program.
Yeah.
But
you
yeah.
learn that from Noro Sasaki. Abu, then I'll end up on this. Do you know about this figure? Well, he calls himself the commander of Ajaishin, AIG, the commander AIG in Malaysia. And this figure is like, he's like a neo-Nazi terrorist, and he runs a quite a large, serious fascist militant group in Asia, and he's supposedly pledged to fight against back and clean up Asia of Islam. What do you think of that?
I think he's a clown. I think many people have tried to get rid of Muslims. Every single one failed. I'd hope he doesn't try just for his sake, but if he does, he's gonna get steamrolled. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, he actually got into a lot of trouble recently. On one of his posts, he made fun of the white population of South Africa. And I think as a Muslim man, you agree that no race, regardless of color or skin, should be made fun of or put to death, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Like, racism is cringe.
And Sasaki was obviously being racist towards the white population. This angered Ibo Ishak very, very much, as I think it should anger